16 miles further downstream sits the Duke of Devonshire's palatial home, Chatsworth House. Even here, the river has to earn its keep. For centuries, Chatsworth has had a very special working relationship with the Derwent and the landscape that surrounds it. I'm hoping to discover exactly how, as a guest of the Duke and Duchess.
Welcome. Very nice to see you.
Very nice to be here.
Yes, lovely, in fact, because I'm going to be sleeping in the Sabine Suite, Chatsworth's version of the spare bedroom. Fantastic is a word that I use far too often, but this is fantastical. It's the sort of room where I'm going to feel embarrassed to get undressed in, you know. I don't think my own naked body will live up to the naked bodies that I'm surrounded by, painted on all sides. And I have a terrific view. And look at that. There's the Derwent. Now, I'm walking from, as it were, one mythological representation here in the room, painted mythology, to another mythological representation out in front of me. Again, completely artificial creation. Just shows what God would do if only he had the money. With their incredible wealth, the Chatsworth Dukes could afford home improvements on the monumental scale. These are three pictures going this way of the development of the house and its relationship with the river, because here, this bridge is not the bridge that I crossed. That's gone. The river was completely different, much straighter and more of a ditch and a working river with a great big weir and a mill feeding into what were essentially the back gardens. And then along came Capability Brown, and he cleared away all the gardens in front of it. They moved the bridge right up to here, made it a more sort of rustic affair, and they opened up the entire landscape to make it look more natural. But in fact, it's artificial. The river was dammed in order to get wider, and the course of the Derwent was shifted so that it looked more beautiful. And today, when they did a survey, and they asked people what it was that they most liked about Chatsworth, most people say that it's the setting in the landscape, except that the landscape, which is made to look like natural river scenery, is in fact a fantasy river scenery. Water is in fact central to Chatsworth. Successive dukes have made... The source of Chatsworth spring water is a sandstone ridge high above the house. Here, three great lakes store water, which is put to some ingenious uses.
All the water is used several times on its journey from here to the river.
The biggest of these lakes is called the Emperor, built by the 19th century master architect Joseph Paxton. There are 6 fountains at Chatsworth, but the 8-acre Emperor Lake feeds the daddy of them all. What was once the highest fountain in the world, powered purely by gravity. How high up are we here then?
We're 381 feet above the actual canal pond where the Emperor fountain sits.
And all that pressure from this lake goes shooting down that pipe.
Half a mile. It emerges through a 4-inch jet.
How high does it pressurise the fountain to go?
Well, 267 feet in height, which is 81 metres. The spray from it drifts about half a mile. It drenches everybody, so we've got to be really careful whenever we have it on full that the visitors don't get drenched.
Oh, well, of course. Well, that's more than the thing they come here for, if not to be drenched. This here, that's the flow from the lake we've just been at.
Yep.
And this is the sluice, the magic sluice that opens to take it down the hill.
Come on, Griff.
So I've got to get hold of this, have I? Oh, I see. My God, I can't get... I can't...
Let's go. That's it.
OK, come on, we're going to run down and see it.
Paxton started work in 1843.
This is it, coming in now. Are we going to be able to chase it down to the...
Yep.
Right.
It seems the Duke wanted something more splendid than his waterfall. He wanted something more picturesque than his classical aqueduct.
And then the water's going to tip over. Whoa!
He even wanted to outshine his Baroque cascade. In fact, he wanted something so impressive it would drive Tsar Nicholas I of Russia mad with jealousy.
Each bay is a different length to give this illusion of this babbling brook.
Sadly, the Tsar never got to see it. I, on the other hand, 1.5 centuries later, get to turn on this marvellous garden ornament.
Whoa. Whoa. Yes, it is, sir. I can hear something coming. Oh, she blows. Look at that. That is spectacular.
Paxton made the gardens at Chatsworth the most famous in England by using water and gravity to create pressure. This was something the